All right, let's see. We are live. How's it going, guys? Is it working? All right, it's working well. What up, everybody? It is Frankie here, and hold on, sorry. It is Frankie here. Welcome. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is in the books, and I shouldn't be surprised. But there is something about me that was really shocked about what we just saw. Because we saw the people in Vegas make Toronto the favorite. We saw a lot of NBA analysts go Toronto's way. Well, KD's not going to be there, so let's go with Toronto. And I was that person who was like, oh, they're just doing that thing that, oh, now that KD's gone, now we're forgetting how good Golden State is. We're forgetting how good Klay is, and Steph is, and Draymond is, and Iguodala. We're forgetting how good those guys are. So I was sitting there like, oh, whatever. Like, okay, we're doing that. We're doing that stupid doubting the Warriors thing that we always do. It seems like, or at least we've done this whole playoffs. But tonight, I gotta be honest with you, I was really shocked that we saw a team legitimately in game 1 go toe-to-toe with Golden State and beat them. I mean, we've seen teams beat Golden State in the playoffs. We saw Houston do it twice 2 series ago, but that was after Golden State was already up 2-0. This was first game. Golden State has not lost a game 1 in forever. Since what, 2016 was the last time it happened? I think maybe Oklahoma City. They've not lost a game 1 in forever. And for Toronto to come in there and, now it's home. They had the home field advantage, but it's still Golden State. I don't care if it's Curry. I don't care if KD's out. It's still Golden State. And for Toronto to come in there, and yes, they had all those fans crazy. What a wonderful atmosphere. That was one of the best atmospheres I've seen for any NBA game. It was crazy how insane all those fans were. You could tell how passionate they were. Jurassic Park was full capacity, people going wild. I really feel good about the way how Toronto is now being used. Like Toronto now in the NBA. This is great. This is great. I didn't think it would be good for the NBA. It might not be good for ratings, but this is great for the NBA. You have a fan base like Toronto that is so wild and so happy about this team. I love it. And you go in there and you go up against the 2-time defending champions, and you beat them down pretty well. I know it's a 9-point game, but it felt like, especially in that fourth quarter, they were just rolling through Golden State. And Golden State just was not. They had no energy that whole game, and it really surprised me. And the thing is, the real shock, the best player on the floor tonight was not Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi had a good night. But he was 5 for 14 from the field. He got almost half of his points from the free throw line. He got 10 points. He got to the free throw line and he got his points. Good job. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 23 points. So he was wonderful. But the thing that again really surprised me, Warriors need to shoot like they were supposed to. Yes, they were awful tonight. And the thing that really, when I look back on it, Kawhi and Gasol not allowing in the paint points. Yes, that too, but it just was. Siakam was the best player tonight, and Siakam's probably the second best player on this team. He's probably ahead of Lowry, but tonight he just took over. 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, got to the rim time after time after time, hit every shot there was. Only made 3 3-pointer attempts, but he hit 2 of them. Really shut down Draymond for most of the game. Draymond had a good game, but it wasn't like Draymond was 2 for 9. 6 free throws. Draymond did get a triple-double, so a good job out of him. Siakam with the plays out there tonight. Yes, he was. Golden State Warriors, we need to shoot because the Raptors are shooting. Yeah, the Raptors tonight were getting a lot of shots off. Raptors had 34 for 78, 43% from the field. I was reading Golden State's stat line here, and now my computer just froze. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Golden State shot 7%. Toronto shot 7% better than Golden State from the field. And they shot slightly better from 3. Golden State was better from the free throw line, which I guess is why they were able to keep it so close. No lie, homie is nice. First time paying attention to him. Haven't watched Raptors games much. Too many 3-for-3s for the Raptors. Hey, if you keep making them, and they were making a good percentage of them. Hold on, let me turn on ESPN here. Oh gosh. But Siakam was the best player tonight, and Toronto had so many guys who were shooting. They had, again, you had Kawhi, you had Gasol score 20 points, you had Danny Green. I guess we forgot that Danny Green, in the NBA Finals, he's going to shoot some three-pointers. We had, Van Fleet with 15 points, and he's been really good in this postseason too. Yeah, Toronto had 5 guys tonight who got more than double digits. You didn't need Ibaka. You didn't need really Kyle Lowry. Yeah, Kyle Lowry was silent tonight. He did get assists, did get his rebounds, but he was silent with the scoring. And then you had Golden State, and aside from Steph and Klay, and Steph had his night. He was great from the free throw line as well. Klay Thompson had 21 points. He had an excellent night. Draymond was not great from shooting, but he had a lot of other things working in his favor. Other than that, it was no one else. I mean, you had 2 points from Bell. You had Andre Iguodala with only 6. Durepko and McKinney with 6. Looney 9. Cousins, oh gosh, that was painful. I felt bad for DeMarcus. Get him out of there. Next game, Kawhi's going to score, so it's going to be, Toronto got away with a murder. Where's Klay? Klay sleep, maybe wake up. And the thing that I was thinking, and I didn't think I was going to think this all night long, but I actually thought, do they need KD? I think they do. I didn't think that because I was like, okay, it's still the Golden State Warriors here. They still have a 2-time MVP, and they still have Klay Thompson, and they still have Iguodala, who's a Finals MVP, and they still have Draymond, who's this excellent leader. And I was sitting there like, they don't need KD. And now it's only one game, but I'm like, oh my goodness, they might actually need him here to win the series. It just might be. And again, think how good Toronto was tonight. If they do that again, and Kawhi actually shows up, doesn't foul out as much, he had 3 fouls, he had some fouls early. If Kawhi gets going, that could be a problem for Golden State, and you got to have your bench show up. We had Toronto, had a lot of guys show up. Again, you had 5 guys with scoring more than double digits. KD's coming back and dropping 40 in every game. Still, they're going to lose the series. We definitely need KD in the finals. Again, I didn't think you'd need KD in the finals. But now it looks like you need him. Now it looks like you need his offensive prowess to get you there. And, oh gosh, that was, all right, ESPN News. Hold on. One more thing. I don't know if I have ESPN News here. Because I'm looking for, I was really excited about putting on SportsCenter here, but they have to watch this stupid spelling bee. Nobody cares. I'm sorry to people that like the spelling bee. Nobody cares. Give me... Okay. I think the Bucks would guard KD better than the Raptors. Definitely need KD. Again, it looks like you need KD here in the finals to actually have a chance, to have a legitimate shot at beating this Toronto team, which I didn't think was possible, but it's only one game. That is the best thing I can say for Golden State. And it was a terrible night for Golden State. Again, you had no energy all night. It's only one game. And maybe Sunday you get 2 more days of rest. Maybe Sunday you come back and you're better. But that crowd, if you thought tonight was bad for how crazy Toronto was, get ready for Sunday. Sunday they're going to be, oh my gosh. They're going to be off because now they think they got a shot. Now they actually think, Toronto actually sits there and like, oh my gosh, we're going to beat this team. We're going to beat this team. In Golden State, you need all guys to come through. You need another great night from Curry. You need another great night from Klay. And you need your guys off the bench. Look, that was painful watching Cousins limp around there. He was done. You need more from Durepko and McKinney and Looney and Cook and Livingston. You need more from those guys. And you need more from Bell. 12 minutes, 2 points. It's one of your starters there. So that was rough to watch for Golden State. And again, now, next game's a toss-up, but the 2 in Oakland should go to Golden State. Cousins is done. Yeah, that was rough to watch. So you need so much help here. Yeah, so what do you guys... Again, looking here, Toronto played great. Toronto was great offensively. Again, Siakam was the best player tonight, which did not think was going to come. I thought Kawhi was going to keep it up, but they got to him, but they couldn't stop anybody else. Siakam got his points. Gasol got his points. And Toronto now, 118 to 119. Livingston's getting old. McKinney needs to step up. It was, oh gosh, it was really, really jarring to watch this dominant team that we've seen for all these years. Tell me what you guys think. I have said all postseason long, if you've not followed me, I've said all postseason long that the only way the Warriors can blow it here is if an 0-4 Lakers situation happens. When they went up against the Pistons, and the Pistons, for no reason, I still can't explain it, the Pistons just annihilated them. Is that what's going to happen here with the Warriors? Where you go in, you think you're going to beat this team, all right, no problem, and then they just destroy you, and then that's the end. That was the end of the 0-4. That was the end of that Lakers dynasty. We all think this will be the end of the Golden State dynasty because we all think KD's going out of there. Klay's been iffy. Yeah, Iggy had his problems. But what happened? What happened to that great team we saw against Portland? Yes, Toronto is better than Portland, but Portland's not bad. So how do you just go from, just running over? And the third quarter, that's what really stunned me, was because you had Toronto and Golden State, but Golden State was not. Golden State didn't shut Toronto out, or Golden State was still hanging on there for Toronto. They were still battling. Toronto could not put them away early, and I was sitting there going, "This is a problem. You have to put Golden State away when you get the chance." And Golden State did score 32 points in the third quarter, but the problem is Toronto scored 29. They kept scoring, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" They were able to only gain 3 points. They were down. Well, they were down 10. They were down 10 at the end of the third. They were down 7 at the end of the third. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And then in the fourth quarter, they completely ran out of gas, and Toronto just. A long break, maybe not expecting the intensity. You have to expect that intensity from Toronto. That's a bit disappointment. We've seen how crazy Toronto's getting. You have to expect that. And to come out flat like that. Yes, the Raptors' defense was way more aggressive than Portland. Yes, Toronto is a much better team. We know that now. It's clear that was a much better team. Hold on. All right. Sorry, guys, there's some problems here with the TV. Okay, great. So spelling bee's on if you want to get any chance we get to the ESPN postgame. No, I can't. If you want to go to that, go to ESPN.com. It's right now airing on ESPN News. Right now they're airing the dumb spelling bee, which is so stupid. I love the spelling bee, but this is not the time for that. So yeah, gosh. And the biggest surprise of the night, not only how good Siakam was, but how well he defended against Draymond in the isolation defense, and how well and that was really and then Siakam blocked Draymond late in the game. Like everything was just going. Golden State couldn't do anything in that fourth quarter. Like there was terrible transition defense on that three that Danny Green. But look back when it was 97-88, Danny Green hit that huge three, and Golden State just fell asleep there. They let Green wide open in the corner. I'm really, really surprised because, goodness, you all go. We've seen teams beat Golden State in the playoffs before, but not game one. Game one. I know they're on the road, but it's still game one. And to come out that flat, the whole game, you're just like, something's off here. Something's off here. And this, again, it's goodness. It's Golden State. I shouldn't be this surprised, but I am stunned. I am really, really stunned at how well Toronto played today. And how, not poorly, Golden State, because, they still scored 109, but it was far from what we normally see from Golden State. It was a real disappointment. So, yeah, the Raptors, they scored a lot. Their defense was killer. And yet they need KD. Surprisingly, they need KD, which I didn't think going into this series. I looked at this team and was like, okay, all right, Toronto's a good team, but even without but Golden State, even without KD, we saw how well they played. They won 5 in a row without KD against Houston and Portland, and to come into this game, are they tired? Like, what the heck happened there? I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm really stunned by this. I shouldn't be stunned. Try some BBQ pulled pork. Okay. Gosh. So, I don't know what else to say. Tell me guys what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. We're up to 30 viewers right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, looking here at some of the stats, looking at the team stats here. Toronto was 51% from field goal range. Golden State was 44%. They both had the same number of rebounds. Golden State was better with the assist. Here's a killer. Golden State had 17 turnovers and Toronto had 10. Golden State, both teams had the same number of points off turnovers, but that is really un-Golden State-like. Toronto had more fast break points. They had more points in the paint. A real surprise outing there from... God, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Did Kerr and company just... Was Kerr just done? Was he just... Did he not prepare? I can't say he didn't prepare. Siakam... I'm really shocked by this, guys. Toronto has a 1-0 series lead on Golden State. Okay, then. Yes. Now, who do you guys think wins Game 2? I find it... I'm going with Golden State in that game. I can't bet against... I always thought that this series, they were going to split these first two games. I always thought, going in, I thought Golden State and Toronto were going to split the first two. Golden State would win the next two at home. Toronto would win Game 5, and then Golden State would go back in Game 6 and win it all. So, this is not a must-win game for Golden State, especially with the fact that they have two home games, but you've got to get the momentum back. You've got to steal that momentum that Toronto has. Toronto has so much momentum right now. They are flying. The way they played tonight. Another game at home. 2 more days to rest. They've got all the momentum. You have to steal that from them. You can't just you can't just rely on your home crowd because you only have 3 home games. If this is a home court, if every home team wins this series, if every home team wins every home game, Toronto wins the series. So you've got to steal one on the road here, and I don't like your chances, but I'll take Golden State only because it's Golden State. That's the only reason why I'm taking them here. That's the only reason why I like Golden State is because you just feel like they've got to do it. It's Golden State. They've got to do it now. They have to show up at some point. They can't have another pathetic game like they did tonight. And they were off for 9 days because Magic Johnson did tweet the Warriors would be rusty and sluggish after being off 9 days. 9 days. I'm so tired. 9 days. Was that it? Just like 9 days and all of a sudden you were done? But you've had longer layoffs than this. You've had longer layoffs than this, and you've still won. So all 4 NBA Final Game 1s that you've had. The first time Cleveland couldn't even do this. LeBron and company could never win a Game 1 against Golden State. 4 straight years, 4 straight Golden State wins in Game 1. I know you're getting older, but you're not that old. Without rhythm. Just a flat night. And we talk about how bad it was for Golden State, and they still scored 109. It's just bad by Golden State standards. Which, it's the finals. You got to be better than this. You got to be better than, you can't lose in the field goal percentage by 7%. You can't lose in the 3-point percentage by 1%. Again, about the same number of rebounds. Golden State again had 7 more turnovers. That's killer. Again, a total disappointment there. And Siakam was great prediction. I will joke. The best player on the floor was Siakam. Danny Green with an excellent night from 3. Yet again, in the NBA Finals, we saw him do it, in 2013? In the biggest moments. Or no, 2014, I'm sorry. 2013 and 14 hit some big threes. And we saw it here again tonight. And Toronto now up 1-0. 1-0. Toronto is up here as we head into Game 2 Sunday night. And again, I'm just stunned. I'm just really stunned that Golden State would allow this to happen. Toronto's great. We knew Toronto was great, but I didn't think... Again, I was like, okay, if Toronto wins tonight, it's going to be because Kawhi had a great game. And he had a good game, but again, he wasn't the best player. So that's a problem. If Toronto does this again, and Kawhi is Kawhi, then Golden State has problems on their hands. I'll still take Golden State because of... it's better over the last 5 years. It's been better to bet with Golden State than against them. All right, I got to complain about something. So they just finished the spelling bee. I got to complain about this. And there are 8 winners. There are 8 winners for the spelling bee. 8. There are 8 co-champions. That better be wrong. That is a disgrace. Why are we giving all of these kids a chance to win? There's only one winner. Why are there 8 winners? This is what's wrong with this country. We're giving everybody a chance to win. And there's going to be like 5, 6, 7, 8 winners for a spelling bee. It's stupid and wrong. Political correctness. I'm sorry, I had to complain about that. I'm watching this on ESPN. It's driving me up a wall. Completely off topic, but I had to scream about that. 8 winners. Let the kids spell until they drop. It's a joke. All right. If you guys have any more comments on the game, please let me know. We'll be back again. I'm not done yet, but we will be back Sunday night during the after the game at around I guess 11 o'clock. We'll be back for that post-game show. We'll see if Toronto can do it again. All the momentum. I'm so impressed with Toronto. All the momentum, all the energy that they have. Drake being there, and Drake is one of my new favorite NBA players. NBA fans. He's so much fun to watch at these games, and he's so wearing that Del Curry jersey tonight. Oh, there are 3 winners of a spelling bee. 3. It's at least 3 and up to 8. It's garbage. This is absolute garbage. Okay. I don't know what else to say except again the spelling bee is stupid. This is idiotic. It should be 1 spelling bee champion. There's gonna be 8. It's a joke. Again, isn't Drake part owner? Yes, he's like a fan ambassador or something like that. The thing I'm curious about: can all of those guys from Toronto do that again? Can all 5 of those Toronto players? Can Toronto get that much offensive explosions from those guys? Because again, they had 5 guys score more than 10 points. Is that going to happen again? Or is it going to be Golden State, or is Iguodala and who'd be the other guy? Would it be Bell? Can those guys step up there? Who you got? I got Toronto, man. I got Golden State. Who am I saying? I've got Golden State win. I don't know. You know what? I had Golden State in 6. Now I don't know. Now I'm so confused. Because now I'm just sitting there going... to see how bad they played. Now I feel like they need KD. And how is that? I know KD is great, but KD is supposed to be the cheat code. You're already supposed to know how to win, even without KD. And now... Toronto is the best defense. Toronto bench outscored the Bucks bench. Same will happen here. Yeah, but again, but we had problems with Toronto's bench going into that. There are 4 spelling bee champions. This is a joke. This is a disgrace. 4 spelling bee champions. There should be 1. What is wrong with you, Scripps? How's the home record for Toronto? Really good. Toronto's 32-9 at home. Golden State, you have to win 1 game on the road. If you want to win this, you're going to have to win 1 game on the road. I felt like Golden State was the better team going in this, but man. Okay. Again, Curry with 34, Klay with 21. But you need more. And you know what? You need more than 10 points with Draymond Green. Again, when he's doing everything else, you don't complain as much. But you're going to need 15, 20 from him. And then you're going to need the rest of your guys to show up here. Andre is out. Hope Andre isn't hurt. Oh. Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Who cares about the spelling bee? I'm sorry. The reason why I care about the spelling bee is because it's on ESPN right now, and they're going to turn over to SportsCenter. And so I'm just furious watching this, and I used to be a fan of the spelling bee. I know, don't be a prisoner of the moment, but I'm sorry. This is annoying me when I'm watching this. You're acting like Golden State got smoked. Good point. Golden State did not get smoked. But for them to lose in game one, they never do that. They never lose in game one. Ever. And Siakam was a beast. Siakam was awesome. Again, best player on the court tonight. Again, Golden State didn't get smoked, but for them, this was really disappointing. Maybe the spelling bee kids are really good. Maybe they deserve it. I don't care if they all deserve it. Oh, you should only have one winner. I hate ties. Ties are one of the worst things in society. There should only be one winner. No ties here with the NBA Finals. All right, there's one champion. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be on this. I don't want to offend Jeff. Thank you for watching for Jeff. Thank you guys all for watching. But I'm sorry, it's really annoying me right now. Goodness. And again, Golden State did not have a terrible night, but it was a terrible night for them. It was not a terrible Golden State night. It was just a terrible night on their level. They should be better than this. We expect more out of this team. You forgot Golden State's been sitting and Toronto's coming off a high at home. Yeah, but Toronto did what they were supposed to do. That contradicts my social democracy. Toronto did what they were supposed to. Yes, Toronto was great. Oh gosh, I'm so furious. Toronto was awesome. Toronto was great. They had the momentum and they used it to their advantage. But I'll wait till Game 3 to start calling things. Oh yeah, I'm not saying the series is over after one, but man, tonight was just a blow to the head. I'm flabbergasted at how Golden State never got going in this game, and you expect better out of Golden State. You expect more out of this team. So yeah, again, Toronto, awesome, but you expect more out of this Golden State team. You expect better out of this Warriors team, and so will they win Game 2? I don't know. I'm gonna give it to them because of what they've been able to do, and because I feel like this series won't be over but it's gonna be really, really difficult. This is Captain Obvious speaking. It's gonna be really difficult for this team to keep it going if they're down 2-0, unless you get KD back. But we don't know anything about KD right now. You think it's possible KD is like emotionally checked out, and so he's just like, I'm done? I don't think he would, but you never know at this point. It's like, where is he? Where is the guy that we all know? All right, so yeah, eight spelling bee champions. It's now official. Or actually, no, 7. One more coming up. Okay, Warriors in 5. All right, Steven's confident Toronto will win Game 2. All right, Steven's confident only if KD comes back are they winning in 5. Toronto will win Game 2. All right, let's see. I think they're going to be favored. I have not seen the odds yet. I'm assuming that they'll be favored to win Game 2 because, again, they have the home field, they have the home court advantage, and there's no KD. And I didn't think that was going to be a problem, but now I'm looking at this like, oh my gosh, this actually might be a killer. This might be an absolute killer for Golden State. Man. Again, to Draymond, I got to give Draymond some credit. 10, 10, and 10 yet again. He has been the leader ever since KD's been out. He's really stepped forward in a really impressive way. Toronto in 5. I don't think it's going to be Toronto in 5 because I had Golden State 6. I don't think it's going to be Toronto in 5, but again, at this rate, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? The way they've been playing right now, man. I'm again just really impressed with Toronto tonight. Really disappointed with Golden State. Goodness gracious! KD is not coming back. Why would he risk injury in a free agent year? Not likely. Good point. I don't know why he wouldn't. I don't think he would do that. But does he want to win another ring? What's more important to him, the money or the ring? I mean, he's got 2, but you get 3. Warriors were cold. They haven't played in over a week. Shaq comes the game of his life and only won by 9. Plus, it won't be the same refs. I don't want to hear about the refs. With all due respect, I don't want to hear about the refs. That happens. Warriors are the better team. I think the Warriors are the better team, but without KD now, I don't know. Again, good point, Jeff, about how this, but do you want the rings or do you want the money? What do you want? What do you favor? Oh, man, yeah. But again, I've seen the Warriors play without a week of rest, and they're fine. Is KD really that important? Like, did all of a sudden they just, like, something happen? Like, did the Monstars grab their talent? Again, it wasn't that bad, but just shocking to see. Just really, really shocking and stunning to see. Man. So yeah, what else do you guys think down there? Again, thank you all for watching this video, by the way. Well, really enjoyed doing these with you guys. Again, if you like what you see, click down there and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching me. You've kept my sanity while watching the spelling bee. You guys have kept my sanity. I know I shouldn't care about the spelling bee, but it's on ESPN and it really annoys me. I used to like the spelling bee, but ever since their ties, I hate it. Siakam 32, 8, and 5. Can you pick a better time to have the best game of your life than right here in the NBA Finals? Game 1, NBA Finals. Yeah, 21 from Klay. The Splash Brothers were great tonight. They just needed more help. They just needed help from everybody else. And thank you, by the way, to Exmo Perto for the footage. Warriors weren't bad. They just came up against a really amazing defensive performance. Yeah, again, it wasn't a bad Warriors performance. It was just, it was a bad Warriors performance. It wasn't a bad NBA performance. It was a bad Warriors performance. And yeah, it was an excellent defensive performance from Toronto. They shut them down. Oh. Man. What a night. Gosh. But is Golden State, is Toronto going to do this again? Is Toronto going to have another night where they're this great defensively? The bag. They were not hyped for Toronto. Why would they be? High school can beat this team without KD. You just have to focus. Not high school. Golden State's still a really good team. We saw what they could do against Portland. We saw what they did against Portland. We saw what they did against Houston. But yeah, again, this just looked like a team that for some reason was completely lost. Were they tired? Were they rusty? I mean, maybe, but it's game 1 of the finals. You can't worry about that. You can't worry about being tired, about being rusty. You got to show up. You got to come through. Draymond's trending on Twitter. I'm scared to know why. Apparently, Draymond and Drake got into a little bit of a fight here after the game. Drake called Draymond trash, which, oh gosh. I mean, why get involved? Why? Draymond should just take the L. Drake's gonna say what he wants. This is gonna end, I think, with Draymond with Drake getting into a fist fight with one of the Warriors. We are on the verge of that happening. It's gonna be ugly, but but yeah, oh gosh. Man, Siakam in the third quarter, I didn't realize this until now. He was 11, I think at one point, I think he had made 11 straight field goals. Again, just an unbelievably hot night at the best time is always that good. Warriors need to find a way to break it down or they're in trouble. No, yeah, the Warriors have had a good defense, but Warriors have been able to take away from that. Has this really been the best defense that the Golden State has gone up against in the last 5 years? Siakam was 11 for 13 through 3 quarters. Just excellent. Again, when your average shot's like 2-3 feet away, good for you. But yeah, bad transition defense from Golden State all night too. They got to work on that as well. Again, they got some guys hit wide open threes. So I don't think this is. I definitely don't think this is going to be a sweep. But Golden State is on the verge of getting in trouble here unless they get their act. They have to get their act together. And I'm not a Golden State fan, by the way. I don't really care who wins this series. I just want a good series. But again, I'm just stunned. I'm just stunned out of Golden State. I expected more. I expected a little bit better. If they lost this game by 1 or 2, I got to get sleep here. It's 5:12 here in the UK. All right, Mark. Take care. God bless. God bless for staying up that late, man. Great job. Thank you. Thanks for the love and support here. Again, if you guys like what you see, click down there and subscribe for more. I just reached 460, so really happy about that. Raptors are 9-2 at home in this postseason. They have one of, if not the best. Well, Golden State's had a great home court advantage. We know that, but Toronto's now, close, if not they're equal to, if not greater than, with their home court. It's been so much fun to watch this team and watch this fan base after every game. Again, you got Drake there on the front row. People, because it waited so long for this, and it was so unexpected. I didn't think this team would get this far. I thought Kawhi doesn't want to be here. It's going to be a mess of a season. And to see Kawhi, even though he wasn't his best tonight, to see Kawhi be so great all year and to see everybody else step up around him. And Nick Nurse, first season he might have a ring. Pascal Siakam now on ESPN. The spelling bee is off, so now they're on ESPN. So you can watch Siakam in an interview with SVP. Looking for more stats here. He was just on fire all night long. Nothing could stop him. 14 for 17 from the field. Really getting in on Draymond, getting some good close shots to the rim. Most points in a finals debut since 2012. Wasn't KD? KD had a great performance in 2012, I think, in Game 1 of the finals. Because that was the game. Oklahoma City won Game 1, and then Miami won the next 4. So I think it was KD who had the great Game 1. So yeah, most points in a finals debut, I guess, since KD in 2012. It's a nice. If that's true, that's a nice person to have in your arsenal there to compare to. Man, so what else do you guys think down there in the comments? We'll go for another 20 minutes. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. Really have appreciated it today. 461. So thank you guys here. Who was the new subscriber? Mark Fletcher. So thank you, Mark. I know he just left, but I really appreciate it. Raptors are now on a 5-game winning streak. Ever since we buried them after Game 2 in Milwaukee, and we said, "Oh, but Milwaukee's just gonna roll on by them." They've won 5 straight. So we had a 6-game winning streak going up against a 4-game winning streak, and the 4-game winning streak won, and now it's a 5. And we'll see what happens on Sunday night. But man, goodness. He was 6 for 6 in the third quarter, Siakam. 14 points. Just electric. And that was when I had a bad feeling about it. When Golden State could not make huge progress in the third quarter. The third quarter Warriors, as Jalen Rose called them, the 31st team in the NBA. And for them to be so nothing at the end of that in that third quarter. I mean, they weren't bad, but it was just like no major ground made at all. And that was really, really stunning to watch. And that's when I was, oh gosh, this might not be their night. And it was not. It was absolutely not their night. It was absolutely not their night. Oh, my voice is shot. My voice is absolutely shot. All right, we might wrap this up in a little bit. We might wrap this up in like 5 minutes, unless you guys have more comments. The viewership's gone down a little bit, but again, going into game 2, Golden State has to get their act together. You can't have this again. If Golden State had won this, I wouldn't have been totally shocked. I'm like, all right, fine. Toronto was good. But Golden State was Golden State. They have to get more scoring from their bench. They have to be better on defense. Their transition defense has to be better. And again, will they be able to stop? Because we expect a better outing from. We expect Kawhi to show up more in game 2, unless they're gonna keep defending him the way he has. That was the 3rd best field goal percentage in an NBA Finals game. Siakam's the 4th player to be to have the best field goal percentage in an NBA Final game, over 82%. He joins Adrian Dantley, Michael Jordan, and James Worthy. Minimum 15 attempts. From shooting the ball 15 times, and he had at least 82%. He's the 4th guy ever to do that. He joins again Adrian Dantley, Michael Jordan, and James Worthy. In his Finals debut, no less. So, again, if you guys have final comments, final thoughts, let me know. That was a lot of fun. It was a good game for the most part. I enjoyed it. That was a good, fun game, and man, oh gosh, my voice is shot here. It was a good, fun game for the most part, and then Toronto just kicked it to another gear in the 4th quarter, and Golden State could not do anything about it. Draymond Green, 3rd player ever to record a triple-double in 3 straight postseason games. He joins Wilt and Westbrook. That is again, Draymond's been great. Draymond has been able to step up without KD. And I'm curious to see, because they had that fight early on in the season. I'm wondering if KD comes back, how that's going to affect Draymond there. But again, if these guys want a ring, they gotta put away their little feud or whatever. I don't know if they have a feud or anything. They got to put away whatever problems they might have and just get to work. Get to work on another ring. All right. Looks like we're again wrapping that. Again, any final thoughts? Any final comments, guys? Thank you again so much for all of the comments here in this video. Man, just really stunned here. Just really stunned at how bad. Not bad, but again, a bad Golden State performance. Not a bad performance. A bad Golden State performance. 27 personal fouls, 16 turnovers. That was real uncharacteristic. The bad defense, the sloppy defense, and then an excellent night from Toronto. Everybody scoring well. Five guys over 10 points. Siakam, Leonard, Gasol, Van Fleet, and Danny Green. And also Iguodala. Yeah, we're gonna need more from Andre Iguodala. 29 minutes and 6 points. Come on, Andre. There's got to be Golden State's got to be better. Golden State has to get better. They have to have more guys score here. That's what they are. Splash Bros. These guys score. We need more of that from them, and then we're gonna need Toronto. They're gonna need to shut down Toronto. Will they be able to do it? Don't know. Who knows? Not who cares, but this definitely matters. It definitely will. A huge series coming up here. So, thank you guys, as always, for watching here. We'll be back again Sunday night. We will be back for a full hour-long, 45-minute, whatever, post-game show, breaking down Game 2. I might have another video coming up in the next day or two talking about this game, maybe doing another promo. Don't know, but again, a real surprise for me. It shouldn't have been a surprise. All the odds makers, everybody was saying this was going to be Toronto's night, but You thought in the back of your head, Golden State's going to come through and do it again, and but for this time, Toronto was able to score and shut Golden State down and do it enough to take a 1-0 series lead, and they were on the first step to a potential NBA title. It would be the first in their history. Could it happen? Will it happen? Who knows? We got a lot of time to figure it out. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys Sunday night. Take care and God bless.